Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlike. Devin and I are continuing Aeon Trespass Odyssey. We have some retroactive stuff we need to do. But we got all of our gear. We did our structural research from the last, from day 31. We picked, what did we pick? I already forgot the name of it. It was called Alliance Contacts. Trust is slow to build, but it's always worth it. So if we're on a city, we can do negotiation and spend resources to gain +1 in that faction's diplomacy value. And we can get an Argo Fate and lose 4 relief resources to add the Recruitment Drive Exploration card to the Exploration deck. Which might be good, but I say we wait a little bit before we have to. Because we've been like pushing the Argo Fate. We're at 5 out of 9. But a couple things we have to go back and do. Leocules had increased his one of his abilities to level 2. So that would... Yeah, I need to read M002. And then we also had an adventure hub on this. That's basically we have to do another adventure hub before we even begin the next day. So, let me read my story, which imprisonment is cycle 1. So, well. Nemo's Breakthrough, cycle 1, M002. Boom.
The dream is more vivid now. The walls of the cell are closer than you remember, and the weight of the chains greater. The perpetual darkness is broken only by a crack in the wall. There is nothing here for your mind to work on, so you focus on that one point of light and tug at the chain rhythmically and try not to go insane. Each time you jerk the chain, a rattle sounds, true as the sun coming up in the morning for those who can still look upon it. Each day you fail. No one ever comes to check up on you. You don't remember falling asleep. When you wake up, there's a small bowl of food just within your reach. Will this torture ever end? You don't know who put you here or why. Was it something you did? Did you commit a crime? Violate some law? Look at someone the wrong way? You don't understand why they're keeping you alive. Is this even punishment? Or are you just waiting for the true judgment? Sometimes you think you hear voices, distant conversations in hushed tones. Sometimes rain patters on the outer walls of the cell. Sometimes you hear the wind whistling. Always you are alone, imprisoned. There is no end to it. A lesser mortal would lose hope. You pull at the chain.
You succumbed immediately. Gain of rage.
Rage.
Okay, so there's that. Now, we go back to an adventure hub. So, which is again from the last day's movement. Devin, why don't you go ahead and roll me that D10?
10, another tenner. Same one.
Yes, which is, what was that one? Oh, again, it could be, because we're still on story 2, could be Parable of the Butterfly, but we can do one above it, Misery Industry.
That's what I'm working on.
Yeah. Nice.
The unhappy sounding one. I'd like the one with butterflies, but...
Hey, maybe that's a happy ending. Roll me a...
Another D10?
Yes, sir.
Another 10.
Cost of progress. So... Boop. Alright. Family. Family.
Thank God.
You finally got
That's
something.
on Sewed.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me go in. That's Olympia, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just add one.
So do I pick if there's multiples with family, or...
It's the one that has the most Nemos nodes.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember if you get the faded and the regular, or if you have to choose. Here, let me look at it. Nemos nodes. Okay. Because it will definitely. So Nemos nodes 29. Okay, you can have 2. When you gain a faded Nemo, search the game box. Got it. Nemos nodes. I'm just trying to quickly find it. Okay, so it does say, yeah, so I was right on. When you're about to resolve a hub, first each Argonaut with a Nemos card with the corresponding trait gains 1 node for that Nemos. You can only gain 1 Nemos per adventure. If you have both, it's the one with the dominant Nemos, so the one with the most nodes. You can have 2 unresolved faded Nemos cards at the same time. They do not count towards the limit of 2 Nemos cards. Okay. If the effects of your 2... Nope. Scope of Nemos cards. Traits have no inherent effect. This means that if traits match, each Argonaut can gain 1 regular Nemos node and 1 faded Nemos node for a single adventure.
Okay, sweet. So it was family?
Yes, so you mess alliance.
Yeah.
And you're sewed. Okay, that's nice. Then...
I feel like this isn't going to end well.
What, the Reap special event? You probably kill yourself?
I don't know. It's like, okay, we have the same kit that the Pursuer had, and a weapon based off the Pursuer. Am I turning into a Pursuer?
Dude, I was about to say it brings back the Pursuer.
I'd be fucked.
That'd be so cool. And Kratos over here also has family, which gets me to Family Feud. So we'll be reading that at the end of the next day. So that's nice. So at level 2 for Family Feud, if my danger is 4 or higher, I can tap this. If the Kratos pool is empty, place up to 2 opening and or break tokens in the Kratos pool.
Okay.
That's nice.
Nice.
And so I have kind of 2 cold open people. What else was I doing? Leocules. I did see M002 for that. All right. So that was that. So Adventure Hub, Misery Industry, and the Cost of Progress. That's probably going to be super good.
The clamorous noise of the work camp bombards your ears as, clad in the torn rags of helot slaves, you scuttle your way between tents and ramshackle huts. Overhead, the looming structure of the Ambrosia Elephant stands tall, belching out voluminous clouds of smoke and ash into the sky. You were called here by one of your agents, reporting of an Imperial facility developing new ways of processing ambrosia. It was rumored that this encampment was not only producing the black fluid at a greatly increased rate, but that the product was more volatile. As you lie in wait, a terrible, fiery explosion rips through the camp. Plumes of choking black smoke rising into the air as flickering tongues of flame jump up from the machina at the heart of the operation. Screams of pain and fear rise.
All right. Choose. You got 3 options here, baby. The Cataclysm seems to be centered on the work pits at the heart of the camp, where the Cyclops operate heavy machinery. They are the most at risk. It would be dangerous to move so deeply into the facility, and your mission here has other focus, but without your help, many giants will surely die. So So we can help the Cyclops workers escape regardless of the risk to yourself. Gain diplomacy with them. 2, this chaos, whatever the cause, presents an opportunity to you. If you make your way to the slave camp, perhaps you can free the Helots trapped there. This may not be the goal of your mission, but saving lives is more important than finding information. Focus on rescuing the Helots and hope you are still able to carry out your mission afterward. Diplomacy with the Helots. Or, as much as you want to help, you have another reason for being here. You can use the time while the Spartans are distracted by the flames to search the soldier barracks unnoticed and find information relevant to your mission. Focus on your mission, leaving the workforce to their fate, losing humanity.
So I'm assuming we're going to get progress if we do the third option.
That'd be nice.
Because I'm assuming, information. That seems to be what it tends to give us.
Yeah.
But we're going to probably lose humanity.
We guarantee we'll lose humanity.
Yeah. And then, let's see here, 2. So Helots with possible further good.
Yep.
Or risk it all and try to help fucking freaks.
Yeah, those freaks. I'm down for 2.
2's okay.
Rescue
because
the
Helots are kind of high right now. We might get them.
We'd be, at 4 with them.
Yeah, go 2.
Okay. So, yay! Alright, that gets us to 0026. Boom. Okay.
When you reach the heart of the pitiful hovels that the slaves call home, you are appalled at what you see. Not one figure among the workforce is free of the signs of sickness and decay. Many are emaciated, their flesh hanging from their bones. Black veins bulge under their skin in a spider's web of dark lines. You move by one large tent which seems to have been established as an infirmary of sorts, inside which countless figures lie on cots of straw, struggling to draw breath as black, frothing spittle dances on their lips. Dozens more injured workers are flooding in, dragged from the work pits by their kinsmen. You find someone who passes for a leader among the Helots. An older woman with deep wrinkles on her bronzed face. You make plans with her to evacuate as many slaves as possible. A few brave souls from among your ranks volunteer to lead them out of the camp, fighting any Spartans in their way.
Okay. Jeez, I'm done. So, we still, I guess we gain a refugee, and we lose 6 relief resources. And that's it.
Okay. So bad and bad.
Yep. Still have no idea how the refugees work. I see what it's doing. Okay. The gaining a refugee is lowering our... I see it now. Is lowering our max crew threshold.
Gotcha.
Not our total crew. Because right now it says we're at 2 out of 3 crew.
Okay.
So let me see if that... Yep. Because we were at 4, so it was 2 out of 4 crew. When I bumped up to 5, it's now 2 out of 3.
Gotcha.
That's what it's doing.
How the fuck do we get rid of these shitheads?
Mass execution?
Gotta do something.
Genocide? Like...
Eat them.
Hey, yeah, we're running out of food. Isn't that like storeroom stock full of food? No. Okay, so that was the retroactive stuff. Now we're on regular day shit. So going to day 32. Where would you like to move, Daddy-O? I mean, I was trying to figure out where the last location is. I mean, we just kind of need progress. So I'm hoping to find a city.
I mean, yeah, 47. That's really the only one right now.
Yeah. Okay. 47. Whoop. Hey.
Progress.
And that looks like that's it.
Progress.
Okay, cool.
Was there something we could do to double up on progress?
There might be. There just might be.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking idiot. Okay. So we have 7 on there. Yes, I think so. But hey, we can trade. if we want, but I don't really think... God, is there anything that we need? Because we're not really trying to craft anything just yet. We need a combat structure, so can't gain a Titan. Gain 2. Hey, look, we got 2 relief resources.
Okay, yeah, we just lost a bunch of those.
1, 2, and then... Shit. Well, adversary's back.
Oh, good. Missed him.
So... that goes there. Yep, he goes 4 spaces away from us. I think the little mini is over on your side.
Oh, just... So where's he go?
4 spaces away from us. Okay. And then this one, if he has a tie on how to get to us, he chooses vertical. Moving a vertical. Okay. So, now, you're saying, was there a way for us to get more progress?
On top of...
Yeah. Let's see. So we're at 8 on that. Okay. Hope logic. That prevents us from getting doom.
Mm-hmm.
That prevents hull loss. That prevents adversary movement. Oh, we have Argo security. We can lower crew loss by 1 when we're about to lose crew.
Mm-hmm.
It's waterway. Yes, gain 1 Argo. Fate when the Argo is on an explore tile with the symbol to test diplomacy 7. Gain 1 progress.
Okay, diplomacy 7.
Yep.
Is that based off one of our skills, or is that just a raw roll?
It's just a raw roll.
Okay.
But we did get alliance contacts.
Oh, we could spend a dissident for +3, right?
Oh, that was what was that?
The defector or whatever.
Yes. Oh, you know what? I think that was is that
Got a 9.
Cool. Did you actually roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
You check the camera.
That was political protection. We did not pick that. But we cool. So that will get us another progress, putting us at 9. So technically, if we get 1 more, we can do whatever that is.
Okay.
With our piddly
with
ass
ragtag
with our
crew.
with our slaves that we saved and our old
Scoot
men.
up. I don't want to hit your head.
Yeah. So that's who we got. Some old ass ships. Yeah, it'll work.
Patchwork sales.
Yeah.
We're gonna take back the city.
Down with Sparta! Just one swing of his sword and our entire fleet is decimated. I would love to see what 20 is.
Yeah, I mean too. Just like our overwhelming force.
He's like, what's that dark cloud in the distance coming? It's our... yeah, it's our... just Black Sea, just with our entire army. It'd be pretty sweet. So, that was that. Unfortunately, for 32, there was... there's nothing. Nothing in 32. So, the only thing left to read is Family Feud. So that is M008. Again on cycle 1. Getting all the Nemos breakthroughs now. M008. Go to paragraph. Okay.
The dream is more vivid now. You feel the heat in the flesh of your cheeks, the rush of emotions coursing through your veins, the tightness of breath in your lungs. Before you, your own father, looking down upon you with such disappointment, such condescension. always trying to keep you restrained, always sculpting you according to his vision rather than allowing you to flourish on your own. Today was a step too far, and now you finally stood up for yourself, said what needed to be said, what can never be taken back. The look on your father's face speaks volumes. A flash of anger run through by a core of icy sorrow. His spine straightens as he glares down at you. Your fists clench by your sides as you continue to breathe heavily. You do not break eye contact, as difficult as that small act of defiance is for you. So, it's to be like that. His voice is low, barely a whisper. Get out. Silence more thunderous than any storm Poseidon could muster falls upon your family home. For a moment, nobody moves. Your eyes glance to your mother, her mouth agape in half protest before she quietly lowers her gaze. Your brothers, neither daring to even flinch in the face of your father's wrath. Your sister, her expression one of shock, disbelief, and growing sorrow. None are willing to speak up in your defense.
Okay.
Your father, his features turning an apoplectic shade of crimson, draws in his breath for another tirade. I will not tolerate someone to live under my roof who rejects our way of life so completely. You are corrupted, twisted, unclean, he seethes. Leave. Take your diseased speech with you and never come back. You turn on your heel, rushing from the home you have known all your life, your heart pounding against the confines of your chest. You feel like your spirit is breaking as tears, be they of pride or grief you cannot say, brim in the corners of your eyes. You dart out into the shadows, determined never to return.
Go back, Dad.
You'll never understand me. Start the next battle 2 spaces further from the primordial. Okay, that's actually...
A flashback, just like see your dad. No! Get out of here!
No, please don't leave me. Okay. So... that would be the story section for that. So no structures or no research. So now, next day.
Okay.
We going down or we going over?
Do we want to send the scout ship down, maybe? To see if that's worth the shit? Because it's probably going to be another gate.
Yes, that's probably not the worst thing in the world. So that...
Go, scout ship.
if the Hemiolia token is on this card, choose an unexplored map tile number adjacent to the Argo, reveal that tile, and place the token on it. Let me find that token. Was it this one? Was it that? I think it was that. Cool. If it is on a map tile, test diplomacy H to recall it. Use the diplomacy. Oh, it actually just says it's a generic token. I don't know what that is then, but so generic token. Yeah, we can just do it. But then if we want to, yeah, we can try and go get it back. Yeah, I definitely don't hate that idea. Just to see what.
Yes, that's kind of like a out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. So
It's worth the shit.
good call. It's also it's an adventure hub.
It is an adventure hub.
But a doom. Yeah. Okay. I definitely don't hate that. So that was 54. Plays scout ship. Okay, so that's where that's at. So we can risk the doom and guarantee a adventure hub, or we can avoid it and go east.
Fortunately, its layout, we'd have to like come back or.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, we have to go
turn.
Yeah, we'd have to go down there and follow back up. Yeah.
I'd either go 40 or 48, whichever you're buying.
Okay.
But
I think what wouldn't be an awful thing, just in case, depending on how it goes, is we could go this way. Like if we do want to backtrack and go back up, we can collect the ship along the way.
yeah.
So I'm thinking 48.
Okay.
Damn that?
Well, it's an Avenger hub, but it's
another fortress. But that's a whole loss. But we can try to avoid that. Or we could just, we're at 3 hull. Could go down to 2 and just risk it. I don't know why I keep closing this. Where was it? Right here. We can gain an Argo Fate to test X, where X is 3 plus our current hull. So it's test 6 to prevent it. Argo Fate, test of 6 to prevent it. It's easier to prevent the hull loss if we let it get lower.
Gotcha. So 6 or better to beat it?
Yeah, or an Argo. For an Argo Fate as well, putting us up to 6.
Up to 6?
Yeah. I'd almost rather wait and just keep it at 2, because then it's a 5 or better.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
Alright. Okay, so we'll lose the hull for the fortress. But, do we have... Well, I gotta do the exploration. The exploration draw! Did I move us? Oh, hey, we'll get the research combat after this. Hey, Spy Network, gain of progress.
Thank you.
That puts us at 10. All right, Nietzsche, you ready to get your comeuppance? We didn't just have that Ambrosia Tower beat our ass in. That's removed. Fucking A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, so it goes up. And 3 war trireme resources. Nope. Nope. I meant to draw this one. The one that doesn't move it. Look at that. Look at that very real draw. Alright, now Adventure Hub. If you get another 10, we choose to
try. Fucking A. Keep going.
Yeah.
Was there a secondary roll?
No, actually, this is the last one.
Oh, nice.
For this one, so we're actually completing out the Adventure Hub on that.
It's like, what, 4 10s in a row I paid?
Yeah,
Or
dude.
fucking...
What is, yeah, and then we go into combat, and you're just like, oh! It's in a fucking chair this whole time. Yeah, because that was... That... Do you remember what that ability was called? That lets us choose the one above
No
it?
idea. When it comes to those, like, technology cards, I have no idea. That is,
Yeah,
that is your realm.
we can just... I wanted to make sure that there wasn't, like, a cost to do that. No, we can just choose to do that.
Okay.
But, yes, that is the final. Burn it down. Gods. That is both mine. The keywords gods, by the way.
Oh, gods.
That is my Spewed by the Abyss and Scorn Champion.
Oh, familiar curse, actually.
So Scorn Champion goes up by 1. That's pretty hot. And Spewed by the Abyss. That's the first one for that one. Which one was that for you?
A familiar curse.
Okay. Not quite at the tier for it?
Nope.
Okay.
Dang, I was hoping to get another rank on Sode.
Sode is... What's for Sode? What do you need on Sode?
Family heritage curse.
Okay. Okay, so that's going to be 70. And burn it down! Bam. Bam. Adventure Hub. We haven't finished many of these.
The vast plain stretches before you, an expanse of blighted landscape clean of any trace of green vegetation. Menacing the devastated land, immense marble and iron towers ascend far into the sky. Dozens of ambrosia elephants vomit thick, acrid smoke heavenwards. The immense clouds of rolling fumes are a churning black mingled with a strange, flickering inner light. At the heart of this plateau of oppressive industrialization, a massive temple complex crouches upon a low hill with avenues of mausoleums and tombs carved from black granite, worming their way down the gentle slopes. An immense necropolis. Once a monument to the glory of Hades, now it is the heart of the umbral fields, the organ that pumps ambrosia through the Empire's arteries, and in its shadow, a sprawling city of slaves. The news that led you here, little more than hearsay, was certainly sparse. The Empire has been channeling hundreds, thousands of slaves into this location, and all the while, more and more ambrosia has been diverted here than exported, which just doesn't make sense. Unless you eye the elite Simoki troops mustering in the hills, you notice the excessive amounts of sea fire amphorae. They're here to stop the Nietzscheans' operation by any means necessary. The collateral damage to the workforce will be high, yet there is no hesitation to their preparations. Maybe they know more than you, but if they do, they're not letting on. You ask for a few hours of a head start. Very well, but I can only give you until dusk. The Simoki commander gives a reluctant grunt of assent.
Motherfucker, we're on the same time.
Huh?
Like, motherfucker, we're on the same time.
Yeah. Alright. Choose! There are countless abducted Laconians, Athenians, and Cyclopes among those slave camps. You could disguise yourselves and mingle with them to move through the facility, and perhaps spread the word among them of the imminent attack. Infiltrate the slave camps. Helots Diplomacy 1. 2. While a desire to help the slaves of the work camps pulses strongly within you, you know that exposing your presence even to friendly eyes would threaten the mission. However, infiltrating the Imperial barracks may provide a path for you to learn about the facility and cripple it, rendering the Simoki attack unnecessary. Infiltrate the barracks disguised as Spartan soldiers. Lose a humanity, subtract 2 Argo fate. I like both of those. If we could potentially infiltrate and prevent the attack from happening, that could save maybe, and it could save lives. Yeah. So I'd almost rather lose, and the Argo fate goes down.
Lose humanity. Fuck it, we don't give a shit about our humanity.
The ends justify the means, am I right?
This is gonna bite us in the ass so hard.
No, we want to have low humanity. We're at negative 15.
Okay.
And that goes down to... Now we're at only 3 Argo fate, so that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, that's our resource for
a lot of our abilities.
Growing. It's more useful the longer we play this game.
Yeah.
The Argo fate.
As you steal your way into the barracks, you are immediately struck by the oppressive atmosphere that hangs over the Spartan camp. Whereas normally you have found Spartan encampments to be boisterous, loud places, with burly braggarts boasting of their latest victories or raucous drinking filling the tents. Here you instead find a strangely somber, muted atmosphere. You pass by men sitting on top of crates, their eyes blank as they stare straight ahead, their expressions haunted. In another spot, you see a warrior feverishly polishing his armor, scrubbing at black marks that mar the bronze breastplate. His single-minded focus on the task is that of a man fleeing his thoughts, hoping to lose himself in manual work. Worst of all is when you pass by a large, low tent. Peering inside, you spot dozens of men laid out on small cots. All of them show signs of severe illness. Small cuts and gashes have become sources of a corruptive ooze, greenish-yellow fluids seeping from raw flesh as something eats away at their muscles. Some of the men hack and cough on their beds, vomiting up black bile that soaks their bed sheets. Eventually, you work your way through the barracks to a small but lavishly adorned tent. You duck inside and search through the papyrus strewn across a table, finding mentions of a series of tunnels under the facility. Surely that will be your way inside. Before departing, you make a note of one final missive, a convoy that is making its way south from the facility, laden with ambrosia and primordial materials that you know you will be able to make use of.
Nice. Okay. That lets us gain 4 chimeric tar or 3 super solid relief mass resources. So, chimeric tar we have 19 of, super solid we have 17 of. So, I mean,
Either or.
the one we have the least of?
Yeah.
Alright. It's at 20. Nice. That also seems to be a little bit less available whenever we fight that, which is the last time. Last time was the last time. Never do it again.
A long, winding series of passages plunges you deep beneath the ground. After only a short distance, you encounter row upon row of stone sarcophagi, figures carved on their surface, glyphs and symbols etched upon their sides to tell the tale of their occupants. A sea of the dead, from lowly peasant to noble lord. You wonder, just how deep do these vaulted chambers go?
Alright, we gain an Inward Odyssey.
Ooh.
So that's cool. And we each need to test test cunning or wisdom. 8.
Cunning or wisdom in each of us?
Yep. Yeah, right. Each Argonaut tests cunning or wisdom. Yes. You can gain a fate to add 1 to the result. So, cunning... Oh, wisdom gets +1. Whoa. Alright, 7.
Oh, nice.
+1, 8. And...
Success for Sorcerer
And...
6. Ew.
1 cunning. There we go. Alright, I got...
What could I take as a debuff?
You can take a fate to add 1.
Just 1?
Yep.
That's it? Probably not get much better than a 6. Probably even a fail. I can't take danger too.
Nope.
You think, should I re-roll it? Is it bad?
No. 2 to 3 successes is...
I mean, we'll have 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
So I failed.
Okay. Okay. Let me just add, while I'm in here, just add what we're getting. Yeah, it's actually kind of a better option for us anyway. That is... You proceed through the underground city following well-trodden pathways. As you turn one corner, you stumble across a towering figure long dead. A cyclonus, its belly shriveled, cheeks sunken. Clearly it got lost down here and starved. We gained 4 Cyclopean metal resources.
Nice.
The other, if we got all 4, it would have been a -1 Argo fate.
Oh.
So we actually only had 4 metal resources, so that was actually not the worst option.
Cool. Cyclopean metal.
Plunging deeper into the catacombs, you pause as you catch the sound of whispers. Rounding a corner, you see a hunched figure ahead of you, clawing at the rock with broken fingernails. They turn at the sounds of your approach, and the dull gleam of their eyes tells you much. They are blind. Around them, pools of thick black liquid gather on the stone floor of the cavern, fed by narrow streams from deeper in the catacombs. Ambrosia, unrefined, primal, dangerous. His name is Telecles, once a priest of Hades, now banished to the catacombs by the Spartans as a cruel punishment for his loyalty to the dead Olympian. His eyes have been burned out by the constant exposure to raw ambrosia in the darkness, and his mind is almost utterly broken. Still, upon learning of your quest, he begs to come with you, to escape his torment here.
No. Alright, we gain 1 priest. Yes, plus 1... Dang it. Priest of Hades. So we have a priest of Ares and a priest of Hades. Then, boom, 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 boom. And whatever that solid defense was...
Something.
Yeah, well, I think it was only for the next fight. So, I'll just delete it. Man, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where I would begin to look for that. Then, we go to 40.
Stealing into the bowels of the former temple of Hades, you duck for cover as the footsteps of two sandaled figures approach. Clad in robes of flowing white, a pair of scholarly types approach your position. The younger man speaks. The ambrosia is destabilizing. We're almost at the point of a metastasios cascade. You're delusional, the older man says dismissively. Look outside, Legasthenes. The Simoke marches on our doorstep. You feel a twinge of alarm and anger at his words. The Simoke has made their move sooner than promised. The younger man says again, I'm begging you, High Diakirestis, please, at least drain the main reservoir. We've never allowed it to reach capacity before. Don't be absurd. I've already sent down another detachment with 200 components to add to the reservoir. You what? Legasthenes sputters. If you do that, you'll... By the dead gods, you're feeding it, aren't you? You're trying to trigger a cascade. This war will be won by those firm enough in their will to do whatever it takes. The older scholar murmurs darkly. He opens his mouth to say something more. But then a terrible explosion rips through the chamber. One wall crumbles, sending dust and debris tumbling through the air as flame and smoke chokes your lungs. When your vision recovers from the flash, the Diakirestis has vanished, abandoning Legasthenes. Simoke soldiers are marching into the temple, led by an Archon in gleaming bronze armor. Behind her is a rank of long-barreled weapons, their snouts stained with soot as hungry flames flicker.
Flicker within them. Huh. Are those flamethrowers? Okay, gotta check the choice matrix. If we have... Oh, we don't. C4 is not marked, so we will see 0042.
Please, you have to stop this, Legasthenes stammers fearfully. Diakirestis Philocrates. He sent a detachment to the main reservoir. They don't know what they're walking into. The ambrosia is... It's alive. It hungers. The more of it that gathers in one place, the more caustic it becomes, the more aggressive.
Oh, we're
the
well
moment
aware.
they reach it, they'll be consumed. Why would he do this to his own people? The party leader demands. To trigger a metastasios cascade. To sire a new chimera that will consume you. Once given form, it will search for more ambrosia or living matter to sustain itself. It could devour entire cities. Legasthenes' eyes are hollow, staring down at the floor in despair. The ambrosia here has been gorging on the sea of the dead below, cracking open ancient tombs and feasting on countless corpses. Once metastasios takes place, this creature will be unlike any other of its kind. We cannot let anyone who caused this escape, the Archon says. If the Nietzschean learns of this process, he will surely replicate it. Please, save those people, Legasthenes begs.
Well, we know how they're made now. Choose! The soldiers and slaves sent below as sacrifices to this dread experiment do not deserve this fate. Traveling deeper into the depths will expose you to a dangerously unstable amount of unprocessed ambrosia, but it is the only way to save them. Rescue the people doomed to be fed to the cascade. Helots, Diplomacy 1, gain a doom. Or The Archon is right. The scholars who flee the facility could repeat this atrocity a dozen times over. While leaving so many people to die is unconscionable, you know that you have a duty to prevent the secrets of Metastasios from falling into the Nietzschean's hands. Focus on hunting down the Diacaristes and his colleagues before they can return to the Nietzschean. Lose a humanity, gain a progress.
Oh my god. Keep pushing progress.
I think so.
I guess.
I mean,
we need 20.
So humanity down to 16. Progress. We're at 11. At the very least, we need 15 to at least have a sizable force. Oh god, alright. Yeah, it's definitely all about the ends justify the means. Like save, risk, what is it? Lose a few to save many? That is 20. I hit play, you bitch!
You turn away.
Who's the party leader?
Wanna roll off?
Sure. Want to do highest?
Highest, yeah.
Okay.
Works for me.
I got
4, 2.
Okay, I got a 9 over here.
Okay.
It's not great. It's actually not bad, but
From the heart of the temple, ordering your crew to support the Archon's search for the Diacaristes and his colleagues. The Gesthenes looks as if he wishes to protest, but falls silent, knowing that he will have little sway with you, even after offering his aid. You close your mind to the thought of those people, far underground, moving unwittingly to a grim end.
I mean, is it really any like is living in this world any better? Party leader gains a faded Nemos.
You.
Yeah.
Just a random one, huh?
There's a random one. Here, what? There's no. There's 3, 6. Oh, there's 9. Okay. These are random. I'll just roll a d10.
There you go.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Restless. Okay, this is not that bad. Especially for Kratos over here. The weight is killing you. You must always use your move to move at least one space. It's definitely not that one over there.
Yeah. Like, if it's a 1 on any dice, it's a critical 1.
Okay.
Both dice 1, so then the fucking burden just moves 2 spaces. Yep, no, I unequipped the spear.
Did you?
Yeah. I mean, this one has a critical miss, too. So, any ones, because this is just permanent for her. Yeah, it's just two danger anytime I roll 1.
Oh, man. You just hit yourself with it. Let me add my faded Nemos, which was restless, so I have to move. Okay. -1 cunning, so it could have been a lot worse. Like the one where it's like, what was it? I had to go last or something.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like it completely tanked his whole build.
Sheer force of numbers overpowers any remaining knots of Spartan resistance, while you seek out any men wearing the white robes of their station. Some choose to go quietly, others attempt to flee, earning arrows in their backs from your Simici allies. A few, their faces locked in grim determination, hurl themselves from the buildings onto the rubble-strewn streets below. Finally, you track down the Diacaristes, trying to scurry out through a secret passageway. Your warriors seize him, and he spits a colorful array of curses at you as he is dragged away. There is no time to celebrate this victory, however, as the entire complex shivers. You turn to look outside and see the facility engulfed in chaos. Ancient mausoleums bob and sway, dancing up and down in odd patterns as if floating on the surface of the sea, thrown up into the air and falling back down. Something underneath them forces the very earth itself to twist and dance. "We need to get out of here," the Gesthenes declares grimly. The cascade has begun.
It's coming out of the sea, too. Alright, well, each Argonaut gains a rage.
I'm angry!
And we lose a hull or crew. That's why I have this open. So we can gain, either way, we can gain an Argo Fate.
Yeah, we just lost some, so we might as well.
To try and prevent one of those.
So we just need a 5, you said?
Yeah, the hull is going to be easier because it's 3 plus our current hull. So, yeah. Because the other one is the Argo Security. When you're about to lose crew, it's Diplomacy 7. So I guess technically we can try it either or. So gain the Argo Fate, and then need a 5 or higher.
Okay. You want to roll?
What was it? No. Is it that one? There we go, it's a 10. So, yep, lower this hull loss by 1. So Argo onboarding comes in clutch. We do not lose the hull. Thank God. After all this work, we just lose by...
Yep. Ship broke.
Restart. Things. I don't know what happens. I don't know if you just continue on or if you do... Because I think you read something. So... And 31. Oh, man. That's a lot. That is a lot.
Escaping the facility, you pause and look backward.
This is
seeing
Adventure
the
Hub, right?
land beneath the temple swell like a pustule ready to burst. You can hear the screams of countless people around you. To your left, a massive chasm opens up. A frothing pool of ambrosia spilling forth onto the surface. Tendrils of oily sludge wrap around fallen masonry, dragging it down and incorporating it into the writhing mass. We must stop this. The cascade cannot be undone, Aegisthenes says. The ambrosia will continue to consume matter, even rock and earth, until... He glances about frantically. Fire! Burn it all before it goes metastasios. With that, he vanishes down a side street, leading you to a large iron pen. Inside, a half-dozen towering figures are contained. Titans, you realize, different to your own. Where your colossi have lithe, athletic bodies, these brutes are much stockier, with broad shoulders and a bulging gut, bloated like a tick fat on blood. Except you get the sense that it is not blood that fills these hulking giants. Cyclopes are not as numerous or easy to catch anymore, Aegisthenes explains. So the Empire started working Titans. They died easily at first, but these, I don't know if it's the ambrosia or the proximity to the Cyclopes, but they changed. They've been taught to plug ambrosia leaks by setting fires. You nod as you look up at the towering figures, surprisingly docile. They seem to know what is expected of them, turning from you to march deeper into the quivering labyrinth. The facility is falling apart, and any living matter will be consumed, either by the Cascade event or by the inferno that will soon commence if the Titans succeed. Fleeing its boundaries, you feel a loud rumbling shiver through the land around you. The ground quakes, an intense heat rushing through it, one you feel even through the soles of your sandals. Gouts of flame spew upward from the temple, massive rents appearing in the stonework as a furious inferno rips its way out of the earth beneath. Marble pillars are thrown skyward effortlessly, as black smoke and scorching white flames sear the ruins. The monolithic ambrosia elephants shudder and fold in on themselves, then explode in hails of fiery destruction. Smoke and ash spill forth into the sky. You glance back with a grim expression. A crater of collapsed earth now rests where the temple once stood. All trace of the facility erased. All around you, smoke spills from fractures in the ground, fires burning deep beneath the surface, and inferno that may last for days, weeks, years to come. Then you see it. A soul titan, emerging from the devastation, its flesh a mass of welts and scorch marks, but still standing tall and proud. There is something different about it. Megasthenes instinctively walks toward it, his arms spread in a sort of embrace. There was a man who rejected his people to aid you, for the cause of right and morality, and a titan who risked its very being to save you, and survived.
Nice.
Nice.
Gain 1 fire starter titan.
Ooh.
That's what this bad boy looks like. So, wow. His innate is 4 movement. He has a red and an innate power reroll 1.
Okay.
You have 3 gear slots. You cannot have more than +1 evasion at any given time. Ignore up to -1 movement penalty from any 1 gear card. Stubborn, you may reduce suffered pushbacks and knockbacks by 1. Ignore knockdown. After surviving a major or grave trauma or an obol, subtract 1 danger. And Spartan bred, you ignore the strong eat trait.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Can I see?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it, Daddy-O. And we gain a defector, which is whatever his name was, Laoclasines, and -2 Argo Fate.
So chonky.
Yeah, it's a chonky boy right there.
Let's see. His uniques here. Opening Fire X. During the second ability window, place fire tokens in the Kratos pool. During the power roll step, each fire token in the pool allows the attacking Titan to turn 1, essentially a break symbol, into 1 damage.
Oh.
Okay, so they're like break tokens. You must use as many fire tokens as possible, but you may first use break tokens. Use fire tokens from the pool afterwards. If during the clear Kratos pool set there are unused fire tokens in the pool, remove 1 of them and leave the rest.
Oh, that's nice. They're actually better than
So they're like
break tokens because
yeah.
you don't need a specific symbol.
Mm-hmm. Well, they still need the break symbol.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yes. So they act like break,
But they stick around.
but it sounds like they stick around. Yeah, you can use your break tokens first, but then you have to use as many as you can.
Okay.
But yeah, if you remove 1 and then you can keep the rest.
Okay.
So we had fire. So yeah, he could potentially at max leave 4 fire tokens.
Nice. Change that to a fire starter. With no trauma, no nothing. Nice. That's really cool.
Yeah. Neat.
You don't want to swap them out?
Both my kids are doing good right now.
Are they? That one is. That one's over there eating shit.
That one's been struggling. I mean, I don't know. I was all rolls last time.
Yeah.
Because that was it's a very powerful spear, but it was just not proccing at all. Bench him. Might be good. I mean,
being able to ignore pushbacks and knockback is nice. Can't be knocked down.
can't be knocked down.
Ignore knockdown.
It's pretty good.
And ignore the strong eat trait, so he goes back to a 50-50 chance on the obol.
Yeah.
So an innate opening and a fire token. That's pretty dope. I mean, it'd be pretty sexy with that spear, just because you have that reach 3.
Right. Just if someone else equips it, then they also have to. As soon as they roll 1, they're getting sewed.
Yeah, that's true.
So just hoping to break it, then re-equip the spear in hopes that whatever reap is, it's not that horrible, but it's gonna be.
No, the Nemos is the fated Nemos is bad until you.
Traditionally, but its terminology has me nervous.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
That would be interesting if it turned you into a pursuer, and that's why there's the pursuer comes back at in cycle 3.
Yeah.
Olympia becomes one. I'm gonna swap.
You swap in?
Firestar. I'm gonna get rid of the game changer.
Oh,
I'm gonna
really?
have two characters that just cannot be pushed back or knocked back. But I'll swap it out next time. So we get to research a combat.
Okay.
Now.
Get some fucking new shit, finally?
Yes.
I would like some new armor or weapons, please.
Yeah, so we can do the Chimera Metastio sighting now. Because we have a level 2 Chimera, we have Reflex Priming, and the Triskelion Power Boost, which does get us new gear. I'm assuming we just want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Which then, that does lead to Ambrosia Containment. So we can craft Medusa Extract, the Temple Camo, or Ambro Stilts. Ambrosia Containment. There it is. There it is. Right there. Oh, and that we can do because we have the Chimera Metastio sighting. That leads to Relief Gear.
Okay.
I bet you that's probably solid.
Oh.
So,
I mean, that's statue gear, essentially.
yeah. Okay, so with that, we can craft Medusa Extract. There you go. If you want to see what that does. When you are about to gain Ambrosia tokens, lower this gain to 1. Lower this gain to 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually even better.
And then discard 1 if you have danger +5.
As an interrupt, too.
Yeah. It's mythical.
Oh, okay. Temple Camo. I feel like I've seen these before. Oh, maybe we were looking at this stuff. -1 movement. You cannot jump or vault. Start of battle, move up to 4 spaces and hide. And you can also hide. That'd be fun to put on the Firestar. He gets to ignore one -1 movement from gear. But, yep, looks like Temple. And also lets you discard 1 Ambrosia token.
Yeah.
And then the Ambro Stilts. Ignore the Ambrosia gained from Ambrosia terrain tiles.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm down to make... I mean, because Ambrosia... God, I don't know.
I wouldn't argue. I would like the Ambrosia Stilts for the Maze Runner, if possible.
Okay.
Because that would let her sit in the terrain because she gets extra evasion while she's in a terrain tile.
Oh, really?
And if she could hide in them, essentially hide, but with the stilts not taking that debuff would be nice.
Yeah, so the stilts are... How much Chimeric... Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we can definitely make one. So it's 4 Chimeric Tar and 7 War Triremes.
Nice.
Yeah, we have more than enough. Okay. So there's your Ambrosia Stilts.
Stilts.
I think I'm going to make... I kind of want both of these. Medusa Extract and Temple Camo. And those are both... yeah, those are both support slots. So, can I make those? So, 5 relief, 5 violent ambrosia. We only have 53 violent ambrosias. I don't know. Kind of want to be careful. And 3 chimeric tar. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so the Medusa extract has been made.
Nice.
Temple Camo, 7 relief. 2. And 2 super solid relief mass. Yes. So this is all the... Okay, Temple Camo has been made. Nice. Anything else you wanted to make? I mean, she's pretty much done, the Logic Breaker, because you just need to have that maze.
You need the full kit.
Yeah.
And that turns the Puzzle Axe into a monster weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like... and then over here... I mean, knockback and pushback reduction. I mean, I'm pretty solid over here. I'm waiting for that Pyramidian. So the next fight,
Yeah.
it'll transform, and then I will gank everyone.
It just disappears, turns to dust. It's like, you freed me.
Get an Inward Odyssey. Are you kidding
Oh, yeah, we
me?
got one of those, didn't we?
We did, yes.
Yes.
Thank you, actually. That is correct. All right, so that was our construction. Or our research in the timeline. So that means we are doing another story event for the Inward Odyssey, which is going to be 29. Inward Odyssey 29, which is a Titan's View. Oh, ooh! Actually, we might not be able to do this one.
We might.
Might not. 109. If you don't have any pauldron, ignore this adventure. Once you have any, initiate this adventure at the start of any story phase. If we do not have any pauldron gear, I don't.
Is that... What's the camo? Is that a pauldron?
No, it is not. Argo Tech. Mythical Potion. I do not have any over here. So I'm going to look through our armory.
Pauldron, huh? Nope, I don't think so.
Okay. I'm assuming it would be like a keyword. That would be... Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so we just don't get to do that. Okay, so... But, I mean, if once we do craft it, we can go back and then do it. So let's see. What is considered pauldron gear? Oh. Okay, so it will actually say what a pauldron. It's not a keyword. It's a like watchtower pauldron. So Archon pauldron is one.
So we have to unlock these, or this lets us unlock these?
We have to have them already to be able to do this. So we have to be able to forge them.
Okay.
Archon pauldron. I know the watchtower pauldron I just said.
Do they have a common theme? Are they like armor?
It's armor.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pauldron. That's the shoulder.
Right. I knew that, so that's why I was confused. But like, okay, it's like looks like our armors have pauldrons.
Yeah, but it looks like it's a specific like in the name. Siege tower pauldron. So stupid. Look at that picture. Like, we'll just have an AI generate a siege tower on your shoulder. So there's 3 options. You know what I bet it is? I bet you that's like relief. The relief gear.
Oh, maybe.
I mean, I can look through our gear just to see if we can even craft it. If we can craft it, then we'll just make one. Just so we can do the story event. But those look all new to me. So going back to advancement. Anything that lets us craft pauldrons. Alright. Nope. 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 No. No. Nope. Nothing.
Dang.
Nothing lets us do that. Okay. What did I say led to? Oh. Ambrosia containment leads to relief gear. And I bet you relief... Yeah, 'cause what would even let us get that? This could be combat stuff. Nope. Oh, well, we can definitely start. Because we did fight a level 3 Chimera. That's the autopsy. Relief gear. Well, it's definitely not relief gear. I am seeing literally nothing that gets us pauldrons.
Maybe it's like a special story event gear?
Oh, maybe. Maybe. Or it could be one of these that I haven't flipped over. But yeah, any of the current combat ones doesn't say pauldrons in on it. So I guess we will eventually find out. And hopefully we just remember that we can do that. Unless it's, again, one of these. But a lot of these happen to be Argo abilities. Oh, unless it's also... Oh, nope, found it. Experimental gear.
Oh.
We need the Transport Trireme and the 13th Muse Grand Cannon. And I believe, yep, we do have the Transport Trireme. So this we could take next, and that gets us the Meta Sword, Vaulting Rope, Watchtower Pauldron, and Siege Tower Pauldron.
I want a Meta Sword.
Well, we can definitely make it, but we gotta choose experimental gear as our next one. And then we can go back. So let me put that in our notes to remember. Okay, choose experimental gear as next combat technology. Then do inward Odyssey. Odyssey 29. Cool. Well, I think... Is that it? Is that all story stuff for this one?
Inward Odyssey?
Well, just story stuff for this day. I think it is. We did our research for combat, no story stuff. I mean, we did our adventure hub.
Right.
We have no...
But something gave us an Inward Odyssey.
Yes, which we can't do.
We can't do.
That was what I chose.
Yes.
That was 29, which we cannot do, because we don't have any...
Oh, that's what you were reading. I'm sorry. So we just straight up can't do it.
No.
So we're blocked from Inward Odyssey until we unlock this?
I think we can do 30. I think we can continue doing them. We just cannot do 29.
Gotcha. My bad. I didn't realize that's what you were reading.
I'm like, where are you? Yeah, so I think that's it. And I think we will call it here. Because we got, 3 more days before our next combat. So, yes, that is it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for the rest of the series. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.